To tell us some story. So let's settle back and listen. Let's hear it for Kay Christiansen of the Carlsbad Historical Society. How are you, Kay?
I am very well and happy to be here. This is fun because we can brag.
Oh, you've helped on this show. Let me just introduce some of the people. Do you mind if I say how old you are?
I'm 82.
All right. Here is Emily Switters. Do you mind if I say how old you are?
I'm 90.
I thought you were 97.
No, I'll be 91 in November.
Well, excuse me. Alan Kelly, how old are you?
90.
90? You look fantastic. You don't look a day over 89, I'll be honest with you.
Oh.
These are the jokes, you know, and they're not good. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Here, what do you mean, yeah?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Here is Charlie Iman. How old are you, sir?
I'm 79. I'm the young, what's still wet behind the ears.
Oh, still wet behind the ears. And you were a former mayor of Carlsbad, Charlie Ledgerwood?
Right.
All right, Alan, when you were a young guy, were you born here?
Yes.
All right, how many people were in Carlsbad when you were a kid?
5.
5? Get out. You mean that really?
Sure.
How many now?
I'm about 5,000.
No, now it's 65,000.
Oh, who told you that?
You know, Alan, you're going to be getting a show out of this. Do you know that? You can remember when there were 5 people?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
I was 5.
Oh, you were 5?
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. You were 5, but you obviously you were 5 at one time. That
yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
But you can remember as a kid when there were 5 people here?
Yes.
Who were they?
They were, let's see, they all, I've been here a long time, but I've done what everybody else does better.
Yes, that I believe. All right. What did he say, Emily? Do you know? All right. Now, Emily, as I understand, you come from a prominent first family, the Kelly family, right? Mm-hmm. Now, this is your first cousin?
Yes.
All right. Now, did you grow up like on a rancho?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So, in other words, when the churches were secularized, they made big ranchos on the old days?
Some of them were, yes, quite a few.
How many members of the Kelly family?
Well, when? Now or then?
Then. Weren't there 13? No? There were not.
9.
All right. Now, someone told me that in the olden days, you can remember when they actually delivered mail on horseback. Is that true?
Not quite.
Not
but we went to collect our mail.
Oh, on horseback?
Our own, yes.
Oh, so the mailman was not on horseback?
No, he come in a wagon, drove a horse and buggy.
No kidding.
Yes, and he came out of Encinitas.
He did?
And he came to La Costa, which was the railroad station. And then he went up east along the slough and then around the circle back to Encinitas.
Now, Kay also told me that in the olden days you could actually stop a train on the railroad track to give the conductor some mail. Is that true?
No.
That's not true. Well, that concludes our broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set myself on fire and die gracefully before you without screaming, which is the hard part, as you know. Now, Kay, tell us a little bit. I want you to look into this camera now. Tell us a little bit about the history of Carlsbad. What does it mean?
Well, Carlsbad is named for the old Bohemian spa.
Yes.
And right now we are a sister city, which is just great. The mayors of our Carlsbad and the one in Czechoslovakia, now called Karlovy Vary, have exchanged correspondence. And we're named for the old spa because the very first man that came to Carlsbad bought land, was very thirsty, dug a well, and dug into an artesian stream that was the same as one of the spas of Carlsbad, Bohemia. And that brought people with a German Bohemian background, which goes back 600 years to King Carl and his father and mother. And they started our town, and they gave it the name of Carlsbad.
Gee, how interesting. Now, were you born here also?
No, I was born in Nebraska. I'm corn-fed, can't you tell?
I think you all are. Let's show this to Dave's camera. Now, what is this? Shall we do that?
Yes, this is the first hotel that was built by the people that came in to start the city. This is the twin of the existing building now called Neiman's, or Twin Inns. There is a fence here with little faucets because they piped the mineral water down to the railway, put the little faucets down there so when people came on the excursion trains they could get off with their little collapsible tin cups, drink some water, and stay at the hotel. The hotel burned down in 8 years.
All right, now let us see a few more. Here is an aerial picture. Kay, do you know what year that was?
That would be taken about 1928 to 30. This is the little theater, it was built in the middle of the bean field in 1926.
All right, we must now emphasize the contribution of the Mexican-American community. Tell us a little bit about it and Carlsbad.
Well, they are very much an essential part of Carlsbad's growth. They are part of our barrio, and we're going to be very delighted to have a special celebration the 15th of September, a barrio celebration, and that is also Mexican Independence Day. Right. So we hope all of you people sort of come down in that corner. But many of those families have been here for so many, many years before a lot of the rest of us got here, and we're real proud that they are part of our Carlsbad.
Good for you, kid. Now here's Charlie Iman. Now, which one of you gentlemen was the former mayor? All right, we'll talk first to Charlie Iman. What did you do here in Carlsbad? What has been your contribution to the city?
Well, I lived here all my life, and I've been in business here, in the amusement business. And my father came here and had a first grocery store here way back in 1919. And we've been very happy to live here. It's been one of the finest places in the world.
Of course. And this is the former mayor, Charlie Ledgerwood.
Right.
What year were you the mayor, sir?
From 1968 to 1958 to 1960.
Are you from Carlsbad?
No.
Where are you from?
From South Pasadena.
Oh, so you came down from the Los Angeles area. Was it better in the olden days? I know people are always nostalgic about the olden days. Was it better, do you think?
In my opinion, definitely.
In what way?
It was a simple community. It was basically a farming organization. Carlsbad was a very prosperous winter vegetable and fruit growing area. Actually, the avocado industry was started in Carlsbad, but it later faded away to other areas like Fallbrook and Vista and so forth.
Thank you so much. I want to ask Kay a question. I know she feels strongly about this, and I'm sure General Boomer does too. And that is the fact that on one of the recent issues of Time magazine, sometimes you get the impression we become a nation of crybabies. Do you think that's true, Kay?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't. I think that lots of people are really concerned about our young people now because they don't have the home atmosphere that some of us were happy to have. But the goodness is there, and it will come through.
I must say, you know, it all begins with the family. And to see you California pioneers, here's a woman who's 82, you'd never know it, a real life force. I want to thank Kay Christiansen. Kay, you've helped the show from the very beginning. Emily Switters, who is not 97, but is 91, right?
Will be.
And Alan, you stole the show.
Oh!
And to Charlie Iman and to Charlie Ledgerwood, you've been weren't they fabulous, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, they were fantastic. And I want to thank you. When we come back, we're going to learn all about La Costa. We're going to meet one of the greatest tennis champions of all time. And we're all going to get the keys to a brand new Buick. We're passing out millions of them. You'll get yours after this timeout.